With every transaction comes a sweet satisfaction as I cement my place in history. It's just another sale to this comic selling alpha male.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to I Sell Comics, the weekly comics report with Mike and Ming, broadcasting live from Jane Silent Bob's Secret Stash. My name is Ming Chen. Sitting next to me, Mike Zapsik, everybody. Mike Zapsik.
How we doing, folks?
We're doing good. How are you?
I am
So,
well.
how's that coffee? Hot?
It's nice and hot. It's piping.
Coffee is for closers only, which is why we got coffee.
Damn it, yes.
Which we're closing deals this week?
Yes, actually, yes. I anticipate the sale of the first appearance of John Constantine in
Today?
Swamp Thing. No, this week.
This week. You're closing the deal.
I'm closing the deal.
What did you have to sweeten the pot? That's a pretty good book.
No, I didn't have to sweeten the pot at all.
So, things like this got to be flying off the shelves.
They are. I mean, take a look at my wall books. They're like practically gone.
Maybe we should set up. Should we set up a wall book cam next time?
Yeah, you know what? That's pretty cool.
Okay.
We can do that.
Well, it's gonna be a pain in the ass. I gotta run a cam. Yeah, well, we'll figure it out.
Ming's
We'll,
too much work.
No,
Not enough bang for my buck.
No such thing as too much
All right,
work.
good enough.
So I was going to go. I went and got coffee this morning. Came over. I saw a sign that said retirement sale closing. We've been in business for 49 years.
Oh, Quicksilver.
Yes. How did you remember that? Are you such a random jewelry store? Has it been there for that long?
Yeah, it's been there since I can remember.
How are they making money? I never see anyone.
Well,
in there.
silver, man, silver. It's a precious commodity.
That's true.
I've actually purchased some stuff for my wife there.
Really?
Yeah.
She's still wear it, or she's like, eh.
Yeah, and she's over the kiln. She's like melting it down.
She's melting it.
Yeah, smelting. She's like, oh god damn, this sucks.
This is ugly. What the
But
hell?
the really funny.
What were you thinking?
Yeah, geez, what the hell? But they had a lot of turquoise in there, and my wife is fond of turquoise.
The Southwest.
The Southwest, they do a lot of, or they did a lot of Southwestern jewelry. So my wife was digging that for a couple of years. So Christmas.
Actually, I got a story. I was in Albuquerque. My flight got canceled, so screw it. I rented a car, drove up to Santa Fe, and Santa Fe's got this square where you walk around, and there's just people on blankets selling like the jewelry you just described so vividly.
Did you pick up any?
I wasn't intending to, and then when the guy was like, "Hey, you're the guy from Comic Book Man,"
You're like, oh man, now I gotta drop a deuce on this guy's blanket.
No. He had good stuff, so I bought.
All right, cool.
I bought a nice handcrafted silver bracelet for my wife.
That's awesome.
Took a picture with that guy. Like you
You haggled. You haggled. You have to.
No. We can't haggle now. Like
Yeah,
because everyone thinks we're rich, so you can't haggle.
Are you insane? That's why I tell people I'm not rich. What do you think AMC was paying us?
I got a story about that too.
They paid us in cookies.
I got a story about that too, real quick. Do you ever meet people and okay, maybe they know you're on the show, or maybe people are like, oh yeah, he was on TV,
Right.
And they're like, oh hey, how you doing? And then some little time passes by, and then you come back, and they're treating you a lot nicer. You ever run into something like this?
Yes,
or maybe
actually.
free stuff, or or maybe they just kind of maybe cling on to you. It's like, oh man, TV. They've become much more interested in you.
Of course.
Because
Well,
they heard you were on
like,
TV.
who are you? And then their friends like, that's Ming Chen from
Yeah.
AMC's Comic Book Man. It's like, oh, Ming Chen. And have you ever gotten the opposite of that? It's like, oh, Ming Chen.
No,
yeah, you're
never in a condescending manner. But I just realized something that I never realized up until this point. Why people start treating you a little nicer afterwards? It's not because we were major effing TV stars. It's not because we were on TV. I discovered, Mike, that after you leave, they'll pull out their phone, they'll Google your name,
right,
and your net worth, that net worth meter thing will come up.
Oh,
you ever
well.
look up your supposed net worth online?
No, mine's probably down.
Apparently, Because I met this girl at a con the other week. It's like, hey, oh man, okay. I came back treating me a lot nicer. I'm like, wait, this is weird. This is not. Something's up with that.
What happened?
She looked up the net worth meter online,
Right.
And supposedly I'm worth between 1 and 5 mil.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Good for
Thank you very
you.
much. Thank you. So just Action Comics #1, send it my way. Amazing Fantasy 15, 9.8.
He's got 3 of them.
I'll take one of those. Yeah, I'm here to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, are not worth between 1 and 5 million. Like maybe if I sold every single asset I ever had plus futures on that,
Yeah.
maybe close to the lower. No, not even
No,
close.
no,
No, my
you
car
would have to die
well, yeah, then
because
well,
I
okay.
have a life insurance policy.
Right,
and
right.
if-
Maybe, yeah, I had a decent one. I make sure I renew it, but
yeah, you really should.
yeah, but yeah, so. I think people are literally looking up our net worth online, and then it's not correct, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
I'm telling you, it's not correct. Well, let's see if I look up yours, if anything comes up. Have you? Because it's let's see here, networthpost.org. Let's see. Hey, there's a picture. Mike Zapsik's net worth is here. Let's share that. Anyway, don't reveal it.
Oh my God, I am double. No, I'm wow.
Wow, you just ruined it. Here,
Sorry.
Let's put up the Mike net worth.
Oh
Mike
my
Zapsik's
God.
net worth. This is there's Mike.
Oh, just dump it up there because
There it
this
is.
is ridiculous.
Age, height, relationships, net worth 10 mil. Everybody, 10 mil.
Wow.
$10 million. A little bio for you here.
Can I borrow against that? Is that
Sure. You can use that as collateral
Hey,
on
here you go.
yourself.
This is
Most 5-year-olds learn to read Dr. Seuss' Cat in the Hat. Michael Zapsik was 3 when it's how to read during turning pages in the 4-color worlds of Iron Man, Avengers, blah, 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 blah. Net worth $10 million, ladies and
I'm
gentlemen.
worth 10 mil.
$10 million.
Ming Chen is only worth $5 million.
Yeah, I think mine said 1 to 3. I guess should I look? I guess
Yeah,
I'll look it up.
maybe you went up. You never know.
Yeah, like a fine comic book. Let's see if mine comes up on here. No, Ming Na Wen. I don't even know if I'm on here. Wow, you've made the.
How did I do
You've
that?
made it. You've
Just
made
put
it.
in Ming Chen.
All right, Ming Chen net worth. We'll Google that. Let's see, Sleb's age wiki. Does this one have it? Weight measurements. Wow, man, they won. Oh, here it is. Yeah, this is the
1 to 5
here it
million.
is.
Wow, how the hell did I?
Here it is. Net worth in 2020, 1 to 5. Well, 2020 was a rough year, man. My
Yeah.
net worth took a hit.
Here's your salary in 2019 is under review.
Net worth 2019 pending.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's under review.
Wait.
man.
Look, did you see this? His net worth has been growing significantly in 2019 to 2020.
Oh, wow.
Ming Chen's income sources mostly from being a successful actor. He is from American. Okay, that should tell you everything.
Yeah,
you
he
need
is
to
from
know.
American,
I'm
folks.
from American. Well, maybe I was worth that much last year. It's been a really rough year, man.
Yeah, I
I
know.
need all the help I can get. So with that in mind, I've started a GoFundMe. Help me. I have not.
help me achieve my goal of $5 million
I have
net
not,
worth.
I have not done that.
Are you fungible? Ming Chen,
Well, I think each of us are
non-fungible.
non-fungible. You can't clone us. So
You
we're also
can.
non-fungible property.
You can.
Not without major
Significant risks to.
Well, we're at that point. You just hit a button,
Everything.
and you're like, I don't have a Meeseeks box.
Okay. Oh, damn it. Not even Kirkman me Seeks box.
No,
All right.
no.
Oh well.
So yeah, rough year, ladies and gentlemen. I think.
Yeah, I know, seriously.
But you
Ming
apparently
Chen-
you're not. Yours says net worth in
And
2021.
I'm just sitting back counting. I'm like Scrooge McDuck swimming in that duck pond of gold coins and
Woo.
seriously, when you dive into a huge vat of gold,
Okay,
it's gotta hurt.
right.
So I mean, he's just swimming through it.
He's a duck though.
He's a cartoon. How many ducks do you see swimming in gold?
Well, none. That's why
None.
he's
Yeah,
special.
well,
That's why he's awesome.
special. See what happened to the Targaryen douche who got a crown made of gold right on his head? Didn't work out
yeah.
so well for him.
No, I guess it didn't. It did not. It did not.
All right, beautiful. So you do have them. Nice. So,
sorry, I veered off. I saw the sign, open for 49 years. Then I was thinking, this place, major anniversary coming up.
25th?
Yes.
Big.
On literally January 1st, 2022.
January 2nd. January 2nd,
2nd?
2022. Yes, it was
Yeah.
January 2nd when they opened the store in 1997. Actually, this place and I share a birthday because that was the month that I quit drinking.
Really?
So, yeah, big old 25.
And then you started working here shortly after. Coincidence?
I don't know. Well, was it 3 years afterwards? 3 years afterwards, yes.
Yeah.
2000.
See what happens when you clean up your act?
Yeah.
When
you stop being a scumbag,
you could
folks.
be this, and you could be worth 10 mil.
You can.
Yeah.
How? I don't know.
It happened to him, according to the internet.
According to the internet, and the internet never lies.
Yeah.
So, beautiful.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, if people start treating you different, maybe after you meet them, that could be why.
Do you think people are Googling who Mike Zapsik? I don't
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah, absolutely. That and it's not a bad thing. There's a term called how Googleable are you? It can and has open doors.
Okay. Here's yes, literal doors. But here's a pop culture question for you. Do you know the very first TV show that actually used Googling as a verb? Have you Googled that person?
I do not. Do you?
I do.
Wow. Okay.
It is Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Wow.
Yeah. It's
what
pop
year?
culture.
What's the context?
It was the context was Willow, who was the computer geek and the witch. She asked if I think it was I forget the exact episode, but she asked, "Did you Google that person?"
Right.
And as a
were you
a
watching?
verb.
You were like, "What the hell is she talking about?
What's
what
Googling?
the hell's a Google?"
This is just this is all gobbledygook.
You better start making sense, or I'm going to cancel you.
And they did shortly after.
Was it? It was.
And yes, Jacob Harmon. Good for you,
Harmon
Jacob.
Wins, Jacob Harmon, you have won the official.
You've won a 1978 Chrysler Cordoba with Rich Corinthian leather. I'm sorry. It's an early morning. And my brain ain't working. So this is my first cup of coffee.
Debs Logue from Big River Comic Con in Hannibal, Missouri is saying good morning.
Hello, Debs Logue.
Debs, it was your daughter's friend who looked up my net worth, and
wow,
she seemed to treat me a lot nicer after that. So I'm just saying,
she's like, buy my turquoise jewelry, you jackass.
Yeah, no, she was very nice. She was very nice, but she was like, "Hey, I looked up your net worth." I'm like, "Oh, so I'm buying drinks tonight."
I'm sure you
they
are.
Were cheap drinks. They were cheap drinks.
Hi, Laura Richter.
Laura Richter, all right, from
love
Illinois.
her.
From yes, we miss you.
Yes,
and your green room.
We
miss you more.
Yeah, I miss you more than your green room.
Green room's pretty.
Damn,
awesome,
I haven't seen Laura in 3 years. It's been 3 or 4 years. I forget how long. Oh my god.
I saw her virtually. We did a podcast.
That's awesome.
Not that long ago. She's doing good. Speaking of podcast, you're on a major podcast this week. Are you aware of this?
Yes, I am.
Yes. Listen to Smodcast episode. Whatever the latest.
The Secret Origins of the Secret Stash.
Yeah. What was that like? We as much as we podcast, we don't podcast with Kevin very often.
No,
maybe once a year if we're lucky.
If we're lucky, and that's almost because Kevin's so damn busy. And we just never get together and podcast. And bam, we had done it. It was right after we opened.
Right.
And I think it was like, oh God. It was after the grand opening.
Okay.
And we did, it was me.
Like right after?
Me, Ernie, Walt, and Kevin. Yeah,
okay.
Actually, it was the next day. And we all podcasted. It was fun.
You got down and dirty with the origins of the stash. I haven't listened to the whole thing yet. I started
down and yeah, I suppose it's from move to move to move, and essentially we outgrew the old space, and that's why we're here now.
Right.
And this is, I've said it before, say it again. Kevin's recommitment to the comic book industry. So, and let's talk about that. Let's talk about what Marvel dropped on Monday.
Okay.
They threw out their slate with the Stan Lee voiceover right at the beginning.
Instead of talking about it, why don't we just show it, ladies and gentlemen?
Why don't you watch it?
All right.
I love being with people. It's the most incredible thing in the world.
What are you doing? Oh, this is nice.
That world may change and evolve, but the one thing that will never change, we're all part of one big family. That man next to you, he's your brother. That woman over there, she's your sister.
Higher, further, faster, baby.
That's right.
We're all part of one universe.
Wakanda forever!
That moves ever upward and onward to greater glory.
On your left. Avengers!
I've lived a lot of lives. But I'm done running from my past. We have unfinished business.
Who's we?
When you love something, you fight for it. We're the ones who changed everything.
How many times did you get the chills on that? How many
I'm still getting chills.
I'm telling you,
man.
it's
I was like,
all.
what the-
Oh man.
I hats off to whatever trailer house cut that together. Like they pulled
Pardon
out all
me.
the guns.
I'm-
man.
I usually don't get
I'm
emotional.
crying,
I'm s-
man.
yeah, a little teared up because Fantastic Four. Wow.
Yeah. Now they can't screw it up now, right? Like,
Oh my
like,
God! Well,
can
they
you
haven't
imagine?
so far. I mean, Iron Man 3, but I'm willing to give that a pass because we've got Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, and that should make up for Iron Man 3. I'm hoping, but
I think it will. Well, I mean, what if Iron Man's 3's sole purpose was to throw you off in that weird the fake Mandarin? Like
Yeah.
that's the only reason they made it, so they could bridge over to Shang-Chi. Would that be worth it?
absolutely.
Okay, done. All
Are
right.
you kidding me? It sure would. And John Kokoza, absolutely every damn time. And yeah, it teared me up to hear Stan's voice. We weren't, at least I wasn't terribly close with Stan. We had a more than nodding acquaintance with him. He was always really nice to us. He remembered our names. He remembered your name. I know he remembered mine.
Well,
'cause
he did think I was Jim Lee once.
That's fine.
But hey, man, if I'm gonna be mistaken for anybody,
Of course.
I'll take Jim Lee.
And
Yeah, I remember we introduced him at a panel. He was like, "What you guys have done for the industry is nothing short of amazing. Keep it up. And he wasn't talking about comic book man. He thought it was Jim Lee.
Yes.
I was,
Well,
I was like, wow.
I have no idea who he thought. And George Lucas over
George
there.
Lucas, man.
George Lucas and Jim Lee over there. You guys.
Yeah,
What you've done, Excelsior.
You guys have. Yeah. Can you imagine? Like,
I'm like,
yes.
maybe that's why I'm worth $10 million.
Is that why? No, I'm sure. I hope. Well, I mean, I hope George Lucas and his net worth is probably
That's Mike
far more than
Zapsik's.
that.
Mike Zapsik's stock has plummeted because people found out he's not George Lucas.
The power of myth. Yeah.
But that's my whole life right there. If you want to know why
You do what
why
you
comics,
do.
why I do this, it's because every damn time we go to escape, and as a child growing up, hey, everybody's alone. You go, you find your friends, you find your solace where you find them. And mine was in comic books.
Right.
Mine was, I could get lost in a book. I could get lost in a comic. I could get, I would go and, the adventure of it all. And that's it. And the fact that he said, we all share a universe. I was like, what better? I mean, can we put that on a T-shirt?
I heard that. Yeah, I'm stealing that.
Yes.
I'm totally taking that.
And I mean, Stan. He
basically gave us a free plug, so thanks.
Yeah,
Stan.
thank you, Stan.
How much
for
more
us.
can we thank you?
Oh my!
Even after the man has passed,
he's still
endorsing us.
He's still giving us gifts.
Yeah.
So yeah, Stan's the shared universe.
Can we tell people that Stanley has endorsed? Stanley has endorsed a shared universe. Now it doesn't, it doesn't have to specifically apply to us. But if you make that correlation,
Why are you giving people an out?
Yeah,
Make
exactly.
them lead them to that particular trough of water or
Right.
Kool-Aid.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, absolutely.
So-
But I love how it just kind of came out. They
Just
fanfare,
dropped.
No,
It was fantastic.
They're like, hey, we're gonna release something cool in a week. It just like here you go.
It was like a preemptive strike. Like, hey, I'm having like a crappy week, and then bam, it's like, oh, guess somebody's got a case of the Mondays, and it's like, not anymore, because this hit on every cylinder. It hit all the feels. So I'm like, yeah, that's. And the Wakanda Forever, I'm like, oh my God, how are you going to do this? And
I think they have it all figured out.
I'm
They have
sure
some
they do.
They have a lot of talent over there.
I know.
They figured it out.
And but that's heartbreaking because he's Black Panther. I mean, no, and look at Ming, still crying.
No, these are allergies. But,
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah.
Ming's allergic to feelings.
Yeah, pretty much like emotion, like anything. Yeah,
Does not compute.
yeah. But I mean, we got a lot to look forward to in the next two years. That's
Yes,
all
2
in
years.
like 2.5 years.
10 movies in 2 years. It's
Yeah.
insane. Plus, it sets up everything for the
Plus Loki.
phase
plus
4. Yeah, plus Loki. Plus, I don't know if they're doing a WandaVision season 2.
I would imagine they
Plus-
at this point. Yes.
Captain America and the Winter Soldier, which is coming.
Yes.
And that 4 that they had mysteriously.
Yeah, I mean they've talked about it before at the kind of the Phase 4 launch at San Diego Comic-Con in 2019, but this makes it real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And John Krasinski, I'm hats off to you. I'm hoping that you're going to be Reed Richards because
You endorse this.
I love it.
You don't endorse anybody.
I think that he will make a perfect Mr. Fantastic.
All right.
He's a fantastic Jack Ryan. I want to see him. And I've told you this many, many times. One of the problems I have with when they cast, Lex Luthor.
Yes.
You need somebody really, really smart to play it because if he's not really, really smart and, acting,
Right.
you don't believe that he's Lex Luthor.
So Jesse Eisenberg not smart.
No, he's not. I mean,
okay, I'm just checking.
I
don't know what your idea of smart is, but SMRT.
Michael
I am
Rosenbaum
so
is
smart. Yeah, he's good.
He was a very charismatic Lex Luthor, but I didn't believe that he was a super genius.
right.
Clancy Brown, I believed, was Lex Luthor.
And he scared
he scared
the crap out of you. Yes.
Of course he did. That
Right,
voice
every
is
time.
fantastic.
I know his name.
And he's got the
the
credit.
only one.
He you went to the lowest common denominator there on
that's
the
one
Highlander.
that scared me, man.
Really?
Yeah.
I would
mean,
think that
Mr. Krabs.
Mr.
Too,
Krabs
sure.
pretty damn scary.
Sure, Mr. Krabs.
He has
scared-
no
scared me,
problem, killing his own kind to feed Bikini Bottom. So
too. Yeah. James M. Stafford. I've always wanted Timothy Dalton as Lex Luthor. I've never thought about that.
Timothy Dalton as Lex Luthor. He's a little too British.
Oh, but the British are the best.
He's
actors,
got fantastic hair. Why would you want to do that to him?
Yeah,
the
I
poor
don't think
guy.
he'd be like. "Eh."
Clancy Brown would be physically. I think he would be fantastic as Lex Luthor. Balled him up. How about the dude from Night Court,
Bull?
Richard Ball?
Is he still with us?
Yeah, he's still alive.
with us as Lex Luthor, like a.
Nah, he's not Lex Luthor. He'd be Jaws. So,
Richard
James
Keel,
Bond,
not with
yeah.
us,
Not
no longer
with
with
us,
us. I have no doubt that they've been mapping the Fantastic Four out
They
for a
should be.
while.
I would
And
love
they're
it.
Not, and they won't put a frame of film to whatever. They won't see light until they think it's perfect.
There is a. You want to pull this up on. If you can Google this, Suits. There's a gentleman. We've been binge watching Suits. I love that
Who am I
show.
looking
It's
for?
fantastic. You're looking for the guy who plays Louis Litt. And now the Fantastic Four, I think one of their villains should be the Mole Man. Take a look at this dude and tell me he's not a perfect Mole Man.
No, yeah, Louis.
He
Litt.
would be. His real name is. Damn it.
We can look that up. But,
Yeah, Rick Hoffman.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Right off that.
Louis
Rick
Litt.
Hoffman as Louis
As
Litt.
the Mole Man.
He would be a perfect Mole Man. And he's such a great actor. My wife hated him. She's like, I hate this
Well, he
character.
did his job then.
And I'm like, but he's lovable. He's a lovable, horrible human being. And I'm like, this is
Okay.
like all lawyers. So and believe me, I know I have lawyers in my family.
Right. Yeah. You do
He's
have lawyers in your family.
he's perfect for that, and I think that if he were the Mole Man, he would make a credible villain for the Fantastic Four.
All right,
even
but
if he was in one.
A secondary villain.
How about
You
make
gotta
it?
get Doctor Doom in there.
No, not in
No?
the first one. No,
No Doctor Doom.
no, absolutely
Oh, what are you
not.
putting
You
the-
lead up to Doctor Doom.
Right, but you can't make the Mole Man as the.
No,
the-
have him be one of the acts. You've got 3 acts.
Okay,
in
so
a
like
movie.
Thanos, you think Doctor Doom?
Doctor Doom should be. He
Thanos
is
reveal.
an annihilation level threat.
Okay.
So, I would love to see him as Mole Man. Get some other of the dorkier supervillains in there.
Well,
that would be
I
fantastic.
Think, I think you just. I mean, my favorite goofy villains are the Fearsome Four from New Jersey.
Yeah, we can get the Fearsome Four
We
in there.
can get the Fearsome
Sandman?
Four.
Hell yeah. What the hell's Thomas Hayden Church doing these days? Nothing.
I don't know.
He's collecting his residuals from Ned and Stacy.
Good for you.
Yeah, good for you. Yeah, and by the way, I got a check from SAG for $13.09. So yeah,
It's enough for lunch.
that's enough
For reboot.
yeah.
Nice.
So I'm like, yeah, that's awesome. And that went on top of my $10 million net worth.
Yeah.
So $10 million, $10 million and $13.
So I mean, I would gather that Fantastic Four is probably the one you're looking most forward to. Like
Yes.
that's tough because they're all pretty awesome.
They're all standalones. They're all standalone that I think will fit in the
Guardians.
bigger picture.
Yep.
Looking forward to Guardians, but I'm looking forward to the Eternals. I'm looking forward to the Eternals being like the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Sure.
A group that nobody has ever heard of.
Right.
And this changes all that.
Stephen Sweet. We need some Paste Pot Pete, man.
Yeah,
He
I would
just,
love some Paste
throws
Pot
like
Pete.
glue at people, makes them stick to things.
But how awesome would that be? It's like, what a dick move. That is throwing glue? What do you, it's you're one step above a monkey throwing feces.
Well, we laugh now, but like you ever use super glue,
yeah,
whatever,
and
then
sticks.
it's like, oh crap.
You're like, oh son of a
You're like,
bitch. Yeah, it's annoying as hell.
Yeah, and then it starts peeling off paint.
Yeah.
and you're like, dude, what are you doing? It's like no, I was trying to fix a coffee cup and everything.
just-
all hell broke
I
loose.
just destroyed the universe because, god damn, the super glue. That's why.
Yeah. But man, yeah, I've been watching that trailer over and over, and it doesn't get old. And
No, it doesn't. And, it hits you. It hits you right there. And if you want to feel good and like, oh, man, that was like kind of emotionally exhausting.
Yes.
Watch it. Put it on a loop.
yeah, I could you imagine you're like 10 years old
Oh,
and you're
my
watching
God.
YouTube, and I gotta be honest, when I was scrolling through Facebook and I saw like because the preview image is just the skyline of New York. And Marvel put this caption, "We're all family." Mm-hmm. I didn't even watch it at first. I'm like, "What is this? Is this?"
Oh my
I'm
God,
like, "Is
it's-
it Flag Day or something?"
It's
And
Sly and the Family Stone.
yeah, I didn't
What's
know
it-
what. I thought it was like. I didn't know what it was. I didn't think it was a trailer. I was like, "Well, what could they possibly be?"
We are all family. Well, Mother's Day is coming up.
Yeah. I thought it was like a Mother's Day. I was trying to scroll past it, and then
Good for you.
I went back and I was like, I guess I should watch this. I was like, holy crap! I was like, I can't believe I missed that. So, yeah. Anyways.
Pull up Christopher Hewitt.
Christopher-
Congratulations to Christopher Hewitt.
I'm excited. 3 more days, I will get married. Chris Hewitt, this is our official endorsement
Congratulations.
on your wedding, I guess.
Yes.
We give it our blessing. That
Why wouldn't we? Sure.
I don't know why. I don't.
You have every right to be miserable. No, I'm kidding. I've never had a bad day of marriage. So
Never. That's
never. No.
ever.
We've had
Ever.
bad hours, but
He's
never
had some bad trips, but other than that, that doesn't count. You know, it doesn't count
bad
to the
trips
marriage.
are-
Because
well,
he took the brown acid.
How many times do you take brown acid with your wife?
Hopefully only once.
Yeah.
And or hopefully never.
Hopefully never. Yeah.
Hopefully never.
Let's get you some orange slices, a little B12 shot, and we'll get you going.
All right, Chris, congratulations. I hope your wedding goes better than Sue and Reed's did the first go around.
No, that was fun. Are you
On
kidding?
the-
A free for all? Holy crap, that was great.
Yeah.
And they never had a fight. Although she almost cheated on him with the Submariner. Creepy.
He's got wings on his feet. She
That'd
likes the
be-
bad boys.
That would be really weird.
She had a bad boy face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or, I take that back. Chris, I hope your wedding goes as well as mine and Mike did as Reed Richards. And
There
Sue
you
Storm.
go. Yeah. Well, no, that one was a shit show too. So
Well, we got through it. Everyone
did.
had a good time.
yeah, someone almost got choked to death.
You had a good time choking him.
I did.
Yeah,
It was
so-
yeah. I wonder if that B-roll exists. Are you checking?
No, I'm sure it does.
No, here it is.
No. I read a story today, which I'm just trying to put up some screenshots, saying basically Shang-Chi. So when they pitched the whole Marvel Studios idea, MCU, they did it on the back of these characters, and it wouldn't. This list might not be what you expected. Captain America,
Right.
the Avengers,
Right.
Nick Fury,
Yep.
Black Panther,
Yep.
Ant-Man,
Yes.
Cloak and Dagger,
Wow.
Doctor Strange, Hawkeye, Power Pack, and Shang-Chi. Now, you'll notice there are a lot of names left off on there, and that's because they didn't have the rights to them.
They did not. They didn't
So,
have Spider-Man.
no.
They did not have the X-Men. They
Did not have the Hulk.
They didn't have the Hulk.
And Iron Man and one other property was Iron Man and Thor were actually held over at Paramount, but they managed to make a
They
deal.
lapsed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Universal also has Namor. Ghost Rider, Punisher, and Blade were at other studios.
New Line. Wasn't
New Line,
New
and
Line.
yeah. So these were actually the 10 characters they pitched to the investors, who eventually invested about $500,000 to get them started.
That's it?
Not half a bill.
Half a
I'm
billion.
sorry.
Okay.
They needed a $525 million investment to
Wow. Okay.
to start their
my
own
God.
feature film production company, which in film world it's a good chunk, but it's not.
It's pretty much a drop in the bucket. That's 2 Spielberg films.
Yeah, or 2 Cameron films, I guess.
Yeah.
Which, potentially is an
Well,
investment to make more money.
1.5
That's
Cameron
okay.
films,
Yeah.
because that dude just makes money
He print
taking
his-
a dump in the morning.
Yeah. But I thought that was an interesting. Well, so out of all those characters, I think all those characters have been in something except for the Power Pack. Do you think we've seen a Power Pack movie?
Why not? I
Anytime
don't
soon?
see why not, because you're going for the kid contingent,
Sure.
and I don't think that that's necessarily a bad thing.
No, not at all.
Yeah, I mean, the Goonies.
Yeah. Yeah, I love the
If they're all teens, I mean, the Power Pack. The only unfortunate thing about the Power Pack is like child endangerment. There was one kid in there who was like 6 years old.
Right.
Not cool.
Well,
Not
he's
really cool.
Got powers, right? So
What was a she? But yeah,
she, yes, got powers.
Yeah, but not.
Drew Barrymore, Firestarter, that ended well, right?
Yeah, that was great. Yeah, it ended well for George C. Scott at any rate.
Right.
It was George C. Scott who was in that.
Dante Hicks makes a good point. 525 mil to make 30+ billion so far.
Yes,
that's pretty good investment in my book.
Yeah, you've doubled your money.
Yeah. Merchandise suggestion here. Jared Luciani, I think the old stash would make a great T-shirt. We had them.
They were T-shirts
25 years ago.
Yes, you'd have to jump in your time machine and see about getting one then. I don't know. Well,
it's not a bad idea.
No, it's not.
All right,
it's like bringing back some of our old shirts.
Yeah, vintage. Actually, did you or do we have any? Kevin and Jay did a major clothing collaboration this past week.
Yes, with the 100.
The hundreds.
Oh, the 100. Sorry,
the 100 is that TV show. With with our friend Richard Harmon.
That too, and it's also the 100 is the gang in Metropolis.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Hundreds.
The hundreds.
The hundreds.
Is there any here? Did you buy any? Did you buy like a hoodie?
We will be getting some.
Really?
Yes.
All right. This is like Jay and Silent Bob teaming up with like Supreme.
Yeah, they're going to be in store.
Bathing Ape. This is like high end fashion, man. Like you could be like rocking the hoodies. Like, yo, back off, man. I got. But they brought the Banky hat back. I saw. Any of those coming over?
I think so.
I wish I had mine. Those are a huge collector's item.
They are very much so now. We couldn't get rid of them because they were fitted hats. They were one size, and one size fits.
Oh, and rather than buying a range of sizes, there's literally I think only one size here for ease.
Well, no, it was.
Was there a range?
It was Jason Lee's head size.
Okay, which is I think 7 3/4.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
Well, let's say it was because I mean, if I knew it, I forgot.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. Some of it's still available. A lot of it's sold out, like the hat.
Yes, much of it's sold out. I'm only getting a very limited supply in here, and we're going to have it on our back. Yes, well, not earmarked for anybody in particular. They're earmarked for our customers. So anybody walking in can get some of the hundreds merchandise.
Yeah. Well, you know this collectible, the Supreme stuff goes way up in value.
I know my kids have it.
Will you put some of it like under glass? And
depends on what it is.
Yeah,
like if it's.
I think that hat might
the hundreds pheasant. Yes,
you could be like the sneakerheads man. It's like, hey man, you got that hoodie? It's like, yeah, how much? You got the money?
Yeah.
We'll
do it in the back alley. You got cash. I got the hundreds.
I haven't checked on eBay. I'm sure that stuff has gone up already.
No doubt.
If you have a shipment coming in,
there was somebody who was selling the 420 poster.
Oh, how much? Your 420 poster?
Yes,
how
for
much?
$275.
Did it go?
I don't know.
Do we have any left? 270.
If we did, they'd be sold on eBay right now. So
okay, or you gotta keep some under the
glass
lock and key, right?
We do.
Under special reserve.
We do. We've got. I've got some unsigned posters because we did overrun. And we'll break them out for a special occasion. That's a tease to you folks out there. So, yeah, we will make sure that this stuff goes to the right person.
Speaking of special occasion, yesterday, May the 4th, did you do anything in here?
Unfortunately, we didn't. We were going to.
Did you wear a Star Wars shirt, pin?
I was wearing a Star Wars shirt.
Okay.
So, had a Star Wars shirt with my hoodie, my Secret Stash hoodie on. So,
right.
But... unfortunately,
did you play Star Wars in here?
Yes,
you did?
Very much so.
Okay.
We were. I started off with what the hell do we have? We had Clone Wars. Clone Wars was on. No, wait a minute. I'm sorry, wrong. Mandalorian was on. We started off with Bad Batch.
Oh, of course.
So
yeah, and
shall
how
we
was
talk
it?
a little Bad Batch?
Yeah. How was it?
Bad Batch was. Bad Batch starts.
What's the premise for anybody who doesn't know?
For those of you who don't know, there is a bad batch of clones.
Nice. All right. It writes itself.
Exactly. Hey, what a great idea. There's there was a series of clones that they called, I believe, Experiment 99. They were all genetic mutations.
Okay.
And they weren't implanted with the same chip, except one of them might have been, or they were implanted with the programming for Order 66. But for many of them, it was just kind of erased.
Yeah, what's that race? I guess the Geonosians. Even they make mistakes too,
Yeah.
I guess. So, right?
I think they did this for a reason. No, it wasn't the Geonosians. It was okay.
Starts with a C. Somebody throw it out there. Who made the
Yes,
clones?
it was,
where was that
not
rainy ass
Corinthian,
planet?
it was-
that,
oh my God! It was
the Corinthians.
No, yeah, that's Sandman. Sorry.
Somebody throw it out there. I know you know it.
Yes,
that,
you all
that
know
rainy
it.
ass planet that Obi-Wan flew to.
Yeah, Ming will give you something. We'll send you some stickers.
I'll send you a sticker. Yeah, I'll send you a sticker.
We'll send you some stickers if you get
It wasn't the
it.
Geonosians.
But they have enhanced strength. Well, one of them has enhanced strength.
There we go.
One of them's a tracker.
DJ Gove, Camino.
Camino. There you
Thank
go.
you, DJ.
With a C. Camino.
With a C?
I believe it was a C with a Camino.
Okay.
So one's a tracker. I mean, they're essentially Big Jim's wolf pack. For anyone old enough to remember that.
Hey, wait,
reference.
you're talking about Big Jim, the figure, the action figure?
Big Jim, the action figure.
And
Yeah.
he had a wolf pack?
Yeah.
Okay.
He had it was Dr. Steele, who was a karate master with a steel hand. He had a dude who used a bolo and boomerangs. Another guy who, that Warpath, who was the tracker. I think his name was Warpath.
Okay.
But, very, very diverse, very cool. But they, the Bad Batch, they went on missions that no other clone troop could take. And there are only 4 of them. 5 now because they found some dude who was all messed up. His name was Echo. And now they go and they're like put behind enemy lines and they kick ass.
Right.
So it starts off at the, I'm forgetting the planet, but it's the Jedi Master who trained Caleb Dune, who would go on to become Kanan Jarrus.
Oh, okay. Oh, there's okay.
In Rebels.
So they're setting up Kanan like big time.
Oh, well, yeah.
Well, they've already set him up, but now
Yeah,
Kanan's about to be a big star.
Yes.
Pick up that comic, everybody.
Oh, my God, it's going to be huge. So they're there for the 66 Purge. And they're not getting, execute Order 66.
Right. Well, that's
They're
because they're the bad
they're
batch.
mutations. Yeah, they're Bad Batch. One of them is like feeling that he's like, good soldiers follow orders. That's the guy who's the sharpshooter.
Right.
And they're chasing after Caleb Doom. So they're chasing after him, and Wolf or Hunter, the guy who's the hunter, is following him, and he's got the sharpshooter with him, and he's trying to calm the kid down and like bring him back and find out what the hell is going on,
Right.
because he watched them kill his master, all the clone troops,
Right.
and he's like, what the hell is going on? And he's just trying to figure stuff out, and Kanan escapes. And he lets him, and the sharpshooter is right behind him. He's like, what the hell happened? He's like, he fell. And he's like looking across the ravine instead of down the ravine.
Right.
And the sharpshooter, Crosshair, thinks that he's hiding something. And they go back to Camino, and turns out Tarkin is there. He's like, I don't think the clone troopers are going to be good enough for our empire.
Right.
And so he's like,
Well, he was right ultimately, but
no, not really. I mean, they followed their orders, and they should have been a lot better. And after the clone, actually, when we start up A New Hope, they're all conscripted soldiers,
Right.
So they're not clone troopers,
right.
Which sucks.
So he was right. They didn't work out.
No, they did. They were working out great. It was. This is why the fucking suit shouldn't do anything. It was because Tarkin's like, well, it's probably cheaper to conscript soldiers than it is to make more clones.
Right.
Which is, I mean, yes and no. You get what you pay for.
Yes.
When you bring people in and you conscript them as like kids, their aim's for shit. The
Right.
clone troopers were really
they don't care
they're
about aim. Obviously, they don't care about aim.
No, they don't care about anything. They care about, living another day.
Right.
So, but the clone troopers were bred for this. So,
Yeah.
and the Bad Batch, they're trying to figure out what's behind Order 66.
Right. All right. Except if they go bad. So this is a clone trooper version of the Dirty Dozen, but
Yes.
there's only 5 of them.
Yes, and the Suicide Squad.
And the Suicide Squad. That's cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. But you got big plans for next year though.
We do.
wanna
We're gonna. We've got.
You want to go all out next year?
We're going
May the
all
4th.
out next year,
Okay.
and not just me, but the entire town. We're gonna get Jay and Silent Bob as the crown jewel in a Red Bank extravaganza for May the 4th.
Get like Jabba's palace in here. Get like X-wings in the street.
X-wings in the street would be cool.
I'll go get that land speeder that they were blowing out at Toys R Us when they went out of business. That one for little kids.
You should get the land speeder that little kids can sleep in,
Dang.
the bed.
Oh, the bed. Just have that. Like, hey, can we have a Star Wars parade down Broad Street?
Why not?
Like floats. We could build floats.
You can build floats, Ming. I'm giving you permission. Not that my permission means a goddamn
No, it doesn't.
thing.
Yeah, you have to go in front of the board to get this approved. I think we should do it.
Yeah,
Just do it.
it's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Yeah, for the Empire.
You.
For the for the Empire. Well, that'd be May the 4th, everybody.
Yes.
To me, it just like it was just Star Wars everything, and I was like, it never. And I know it happens every year now, but I was like, man, I never thought I'd see the day where people like I hesitate to call it normal people, but just regular people on the streets. Like, yeah, man,
Enjoying the hell out
Just
of Star Wars.
wishing
yeah.
people other people may the 4th be with you. I never thought I would see that day where people understood why
that
we
nerdy
watched
reference.
it
Yeah.
over and over, and like midnight sleepover, like, hey, let's watch Star Wars again, and just that,
For the 15th time.
yeah. So
And you read comics.
so we did it. We won.
We
We
did
should
win.
be. Can we play? Can we do like the Ewok celebration?
Sure,
At
why
the
not?
end of next year in the street,
That would be cool.
where like we light bonfires and we play like stormtrooper helmets.
You know what occurred to me?
Oh yes, well,
This is weird. Somebody-
fireworks like not dropped by X-wings, but just
that-
fireworks.
well, can't we get them dropped by
Yeah,
accident?
was those drones? We'll get drones up there to light up fireworks.
Let me ask you a question.
Ask away.
Leia, when she was on
Endor.
and the forest moon of Endor.
Yes,
she was wearing a dress.
she was. Yes.
Yeah. Did
Very
she bring
nice
that
dress.
with her?
She did not. No,
She
she
did
was
not.
dressed in those fatigues.
Okay,
The
yeah,
rebel
she was.
fatigues.
Yeah.
The poncho, that weird helmet.
Where'd
yeah.
she get that dress?
That's a great question, Mike. I've seen this speculation online.
Yeah.
And I don't like what it's implying, but
Well, they were going to eat Han, Chewbacca, and Luke.
yes, they eat.
They were going to eat them.
Yes,
They were going to roast them, and they were going to eat them. Does this mean that they ate a woman
They did.
who was the exact size of Carrie Fisher?
Yes, they did. That's exactly what it means.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'd feel kind of creepy
you
about
could
that.
see, they were not expert seamstresses or tailors. They wore those little leather outfits, and they only sewed things.
They were like
for
ponchos.
themselves.
Yeah.
Right. So, yes. So they did not. That was not of their origin, which means yes, they ate. They did eat.
A woman of Leia's
Well,
size and shape.
maybe she was like a criminal in a continuing criminal enterprise. Would that be okay? Or she was like a part of the Empire?
No, it's still eating a human being. And
They're not humans. So they're not being cannibals. Like we
Well,
eat like not.
When was the last time you ate a bear?
Well, I don't think I've ever eaten a bear. But if bears were plentiful here and they were
Bears are plentiful in New Jersey.
right, is bear meat edible? I don't know.
Bear meat is edible.
Okay, I've
I mean,
never-
just about everything's edible,
Right,
Ming.
right.
I mean, you can eat. We eat eels.
I've eaten eel. Yes.
So yeah, you can eat a bear.
Okay. Yeah.
You can wear a bear skin. You can put a bear skin on your.
Sure.
Do you think that they actually skinned that woman alive and she's a rug
Not
in somebody's?
alive. I think they probably roasted her.
All right,
first.
well-
maybe they burned her alive.
Or maybe they killed her, then took off her skin,
Sure.
and she's a rug somewhere
Now
in
it's a
one of
horror
those things.
movie. Now it's
Yeah.
become a horror movie.
Like Saw, but
Right.
Saw / Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Creepy.
I believe that I don't know, somehow a woman found her way on the Force Moon of Endor. Maybe she was part of the Empire. That's my thought. Where it makes me feel better, like morally about it. Maybe she pissed them off, or they were just hungry, hunted her,
They hunted her like she was the world's most dangerous game. So they actually they used her for sport.
They're of a primitive race.
Like, all right,
so
we're gonna give you, and
I don't know if they gave her a sporting chance.
they're like, we're gonna give you a 10-minute, and they're just and they're trying to explain to her that she's got a 10-minute lead, and all she's doing is like rocking back and forth, like I'm gonna die, and they made her take off the dress because there were no bloodstains on that dress.
Good point. Okay.
So-
good point. Yeah, it's a little creepy, but okay.
All right.
My theory is, how they had all those like weird booby traps. I think she got caught up in one of those, and then they were like, "Well,
Let's eat her.
let's eat
Dinner.
her. Yeah, come get it, everyone."
But why would you keep that?
I don't know. I mean, my only theory is that how Belloc had that dress for Marion. in
Yeah, but
Indiana Jones.
he had resources. These
Sure.
guys don't have resources.
No, they don't.
They don't have a lot of
which
resources.
is exactly why they kept the dress. They're like, well, we might need this. We could repurpose this somehow.
But wouldn't they
As-
repurpose it for, I don't know, like let's rip off all this stuff and you can use it as belts. We can make
Sure.
we can make some really cool messenger bags out of this.
could.
You could, but they didn't.
Well, you know how you're like, hey, I could do some cool stuff with this, and then you set it aside and you never get to it. I think that was more the.
So you think that
just
they've got like a
laziness.
shelf in their closet that just
Yeah.
has like dead people's
Yeah,
clothes?
I got all kinds of like half-assed projects that are completed,
Okay.
laying around. Yeah.
Do you think they were trying to build their own Princess Leia or some semblance of that? Like stitching them together?
I
Like,
mean-
why don't we'll eat
Like
that guy and the Wookiee and that dude.
Right.
I'll keep his leg. I want to keep his arm and I want to keep his head.
Right.
And we'll sew them together.
It wouldn't shock me.
That would be awesome. I would watch that movie. I would watch that cartoon.
It wouldn't shock me. Neutropolis bears eat beets.
Bears
Beats.
beats.
Battlestar Galactica.
Yes.
Thank you, Neutropolis. Yes.
That would be. All right. Oh my God, Frank and Ewok.
Yeah. Anyways, did you read anything this
Yes,
week?
I did.
Oh,
I
wait,
read-
or do you want to get to pressing matters first?
Why don't we do pressing matters at the end? Why don't
Okay.
we do quick ones?
All right.
Heroes Reborn #1.
All right. This is
Again, volley for serve.
Yeah, but this the Avengers don't exist.
The Avengers were never
Tony
formed.
Stark never built the Iron Man armor.
He never got punctured in the heart with shrapnel.
Right.
Captain America was never found in the ice.
Oh, so wait, who is taking them on the mantle of Earth's mightiest heroes?
Earth's Mightiest Heroes goes to the Squadron Supreme.
Yes.
It's Hyperion. They're Marvel's answer to the Justice League. You've got Batman as Nighthawk. You've got Whizzer as Flash. Dr. Spectrum is Green Lantern. And Warrior Woman Power Princess. I'm sorry, Warrior Woman was from the Invaders. Power Princess is Wonder Woman, and Hyperion is Superman. And they take down any and all threats. And we find that it opens with Blade looking around for...
The Daywalker.
the Daywalker's looking for some evidence that he's not crazy. And that he's awakened on a world where... the Avengers never existed.
Oh, but he is from that world where he remembers all.
Yes, and he
the
was
ones
an
that we
Avenger.
know.
Yes, he was an
Yes.
Avenger. So now he's like, where are my homies? And,
What iteration of Heroes? They've done this a couple times, right?
what iteration of Heroes Reborn?
Yes. They've done this
like
a couple times.
What alternate realities?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's the that's the backbone of the comic book industry.
Sure.
Alternate realities. This is take number 67.
Okay.
I
Let's
guess.
say.
I don't know.
Okay, cool.
I'm just throwing a number out there, but
Sounds-
this is, and this is somebody who's screwing with the fabric of reality, and friends are enemies, and enemies are friends, and Doctor Doom is becoming Doctor Juggernaut.
Right.
So, which is pretty cool. And this is, like I said, volley for serve. Jason Aaron does a great job setting this up.
Okay.
Ed McGuinness art, I love it. It's fantastic. We've got a lot of the variants here, so that was really good. Next up is
Punchline.
an indie. It's an
And the
independent from
Vaudevillains.
Hero Tomorrow Comics.
Hero Tomorrow.
Punchline and the Vaudevillains.
Okay, Vaudevillains.
This is Ted Sikora does the story, layouts, colors, and letters. Donnie Hidowidjaja. Oh my God.
Hadwidjaja.
Hadowidjaja.
Hadawidjaja. That's a cool last name.
That's a very cool last name. And it's a girl who essentially goes to acting camp and comes back as a villain. And it's
That's cool.
yeah, it's very cool. It's a
vaudevillain.
really cool vaudevillain, and it's a really cool. It's just a great setup. I love it. That she's the tap dance killer. Apama the undiscovered animal. This is. It's so cool.
What company? Heroes Reborn? you
It's
said?
Heroes Tomorrow
Heroes
comics.
Tomorrow. That's cool.
Hero Tomorrow.
Hero Tomorrow.
Like here tomorrow.
Right.
Here today, gone tomorrow. Hero Tomorrow comics. This is really cool. It was a fun read, which a lot of people put out independent comics, and some of them take themselves entirely too seriously. This really doesn't.
Okay.
This is it. You know what this felt like to me? Astro City.
Oh, cool. Okay.
It was very cool.
Yeah.
And my last one.
The Good Asian. I saw this on the rack.
Yes.
And, I know nothing about it, though.
This
looks
is
like a very film noir cover.
It is. It's set in 1936 in San Francisco, and this gentleman is the Good Asian.
Is he a PI? Is he a dick?
He's a
Like,
dick.
I mean
He's a
as
public dick.
Right, as
He's
in-
actually he's a part of the Chinatown police force, and it's set 1 foot in our past reality and 1 foot in like an alternate reality, and there's
Sold.
so racist in here.
Sure.
And he
Is it written by an Asian?
Don't no. When I say it's racist, I don't mean that the book is racist.
No,
it's,
that they.
there's
is
racial
of the time.
undertones.
Yeah.
Yes,
36
it is of
San
yeah.
Francisco. I'm sure there are a lot of Asians.
There are a lot of Asians, especially in Chinatown. Go figure.
Right.
But this was he's a detective on the force, and he's trying to make a difference, and he's got to toe the line as well.
Right.
And he's got a bunch of Irish cops who are looking over his shoulders, and nobody is more, well, actually that's not true. I was going to say nobody's more racist than somebody who's been had racism thrown at them, which
Sure.
is like painting with such a
pretty
a broad brush.
It's like the biggest brush.
It
in the
is.
world.
It's but I mean, these guys, the Irish cops in there are just so casual with their racism. I mean, there's like it's not casual racism, but they are very casual about their
sure.
racism. So it paints the Irish in a really bad light. And I'm half Irish, so
Right. They're like, hey.
Hi, how you doing? Oh, look at you! Oh, you're a good little Asian.
Yeah.
So I was like, wow, okay, yeah. So good read. Again, set up for the story, and I'm pretty happy about it.
Awesome. I've delved into the world of Batman Fortnite 0.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I gotta admit, I saw this crossover. I was like, "What is this?" Like, all right, way to kind of hop on a hot.
Way to
trend.
pander.
But have you played Fortnite?
I have not. My kids have.
I know. So you never felt the desire to just hop in for a couple games?
No.
and
I mean,
make
I don't know
sure-
what it is.
Make sure it was safe for them, and
No, my kids were of age when they started playing
it's
Fortnite.
pretty cool. I mean, you know the premise, right? You get thrown off an airplane on an island. You start out with rudimentary weapons. You can change your skin and everything, but then you go find loot boxes, and you got to kill each other. There's also
Oh, so it's like Battle Royale.
It is. I mean, yeah, that's exactly what it is. And then on top of that, there's a storm that slowly closes on the island, so you can't just like camp out in the same space. You have to move toward a central space where you battle down to the last person. So it's like
wow.
Highlander, Highlander. Any first-person shooter like Doom, Quake, Hexen,
Hunger Games
with Battle Royale. I mean, it's pretty awesome. And there's a building element. You got to build stuff too.
Okay, so there's Minecraft Meets first-person shooter. Meets
Yes.
okay,
I
gotcha.
am absolutely terrible at it. I've played a couple times.
I would
and,
suck badly.
Yeah, but now with the skins, they're like, hey, we've released like the Marvel skins, or there's a you can be Batman.
There is now a Batman skin, and I think each one of these books has a digital code that you can download.
Yeah,
and
like
you
a-
get
like
Harley
a-
Quinn skin.
Yeah, or a pickaxe, or I think Catwoman's not the whip, but
Too bad they don't give you like a batarang. That'd be good.
I think, can you get a batarang in there? See, I haven't gotten that far yet where I change myself to Batman. But I'm like, why am I waiting so long? But in the game, when you get killed, you respawn. So, there's a rift in Gotham City. Harley Quinn jumps in, Batman gets sucked in, and he's exploring the whole Fortnite world. And I was like, okay, this. How are they going to tie the two together? And they've done it pretty well. So, every time you respawn, you lose more and more of your memory. So
Gotcha.
Batman's leaving himself clues for the next iteration.
Oh, okay.
He builds. It's kind of a bat cave. It's more of like a bat log cabin, but so he gives him the coordinates so he can go find it. And then
that's cool.
He's starting to. It's kind of little 51st dates thrown in. Like he's like watching that
All right.
VHS tape. Like
There you go.
Drew Barrymore. And I'm waiting to see where this goes.
Or Memento.
Yeah. Yes, in a way.
Okay.
In a way. So any Fortnite players out there,
Very cool.
I think this is one you could introduce to your kids if they don't if they're in the Fortnite.
Awesome.
they'll
Well,
eat-
I got some.
they'll eat this up.
I got some second prints of the sold out issue 1.
It went quick, right? Because
Oh
of
my
the
God.
right the yeah. Or for any parents out there, dude,
Yeah.
jump in.
Yeah, we're
'cause
doing
you
it
can-
in store only. I am not sending these out because all I need is for people to start yelling at me. They came in wrecked.
Wow.
Post office. So yeah, get your ass down here to James.
Yeah,
Silent
sorry.
Bob
Kevin
Seeger's
Adams,
there.
Fortnite is a third-person shooter. I'm sorry, but I think you can switch to first-person view.
All right. Well, all right.
But you
Third
can
person.
switch,
Well, no,
or-
I don't apologize. I've never played, and I don't
can
care.
You? Maybe you're right. Kevin, I'm sounding very old here, but my point is, I've played it. I won. I haven't won individually. I've won. My squad has won a couple times. I don't think it'd be pretty tough to with my rudimentary skills to come out the ultimate victor and from a 100 down to 1 battle, which is typically which is why I like it. I was like, holy crap, you're running around like cutting down all the 99 other people.
But does this give you real life survival skills?
Yeah, I think it could. No, for real, I think it could.
All right, kids.
I
go
think you could learn some basic military strategy,
good deal.
or
All right.
a survival
All right, strategy.
tactics.
I like
Sure.
it. Okay,
Sure,
cool.
you're into that, right?
Well, of course. Yeah.
You're into that.
So,
Awesome. But this is Steven Street. I tried Fortnite a couple weeks ago, and I'm so old that we don't even spell it right. It's Fortnite. People get on me
Fortnite.
about that all
Yeah.
the time.
Wow.
But and I kept getting my ass kicked. Well, that's the frustrating part. Is you're playing 7-year-olds
frustrating.
who live on that island
in that world, yeah.
Or you're facing down 46-year-olds who also live in that world, aka Jason Mewes. So.
Oh well, yeah.
But you had just mentioned Wrecked Comics. And
that's a perfect segue.
Wrecked no more, ladies and gentlemen. We do want to talk about. You got some books back.
I did.
They were pressed by our friends over at Pressing Matters
And cleaned.
Yes,
these were. They were in not horrible condition. They were in, I would say, about a 4 or 5. These go. These came from our friends at Pressing Matters LLC, Darren and Amy Tucci, and we actually. Darren said, "Give me a couple of books. I'll clean and press them for you."
Yeah, we were like, all right, whatever, old man. But
okay, I wasn't
whatever
quite.
You say, you crazy old man.
I wasn't quite that aggro, but all right, that's nice, Ming.
Right.
Holy crap!
And what, you gonna sell me some magic beans too?
Yeah. What about them magic beans? What about those mystical legumes?
Okay. Now, before this, had you ever gotten a comic press?
I have never gotten a comic.
Were you
press, no.
skeptical on the process?
I was very
Okay.
skeptical. Now, not so much.
No.
These were about a 4 or 5.
Okay.
When Darren took them, and right now I put them at least a 7,
I agree
maybe
with
even
you.
a 7.5.
They look awesome. And
These look fantastic. There's a couple of, they're 7.5s because there are some printing defects on these. It's, what happens with age and what happens with
zoom in
other
on
things.
this. So this is the Avengers that you're showing right now.
Yes.
Issue 5?
Yes.
Oh.
No, it's Mighty Avengers
Super
Special.
Okay, Mighty
Yes.
Avengers Special 5. And I have a after picture here that you
Yes.
sent me where I'm zooming in. There you can.
Yeah, I know. It's insane.
Was there a crease here? Do you remember? Okay, there was.
There was a
crease
crinkle
there.
right there.
Okay.
So now it's gone.
Yes.
And it had to do with the staple. The staples, it's unfortunate. You'll see it right there.
Right.
And that's what keeps giant size X-Men from ever getting to like 9/8 status or
Right.
most times.
Because they all have that mark.
Because they all have that mark. Because when you put them in a board and bag,
Right.
it presses down and it's going to leave an indentation.
Right.
So there's no way around it. But Darren did a spectacular job. This one I put it an 8.
Right,
Actually, no, I put it at a
just-
7.5 because right there, there's a little
there.
chip.
We can't restore that.
No.
So.
And that went to Darren with that chip there. This is, I think I picked this up for $30, and I would easily sell this for like $100.
Yeah.
So
well worth it.
yeah, and this one, and I could send this to CGC and then sell it for $300
Right.
on eBay. And this one, this Incredible Hulk 161, it's the Death of Mimic. It was like I said, it was not in horrible shape, but it was gently loved. This Darren sent it back at 7.5. This is a thing of beauty. It's pressed. It had a slight spine roll. Not no more. Spine roll's gone. Darren took out a couple of creases up here. He tightened up the corners. It's amazing. So I'm proud that we went into a partnership with Darren and Amy. These are gorgeous books. Darren's a perfectionist.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Insane.
I'm gonna put up this is their website so you can see before and after is where look at how dirty and creased that is.
Yeah,
And then
there's mildew on there.
after. Yeah, that which you can't really get up.
You can't do anything about mildew, but
but
you can
the-
take away any
the
chance
slight
of
creases,
other
where
mildew.
I love this Amazing Fantasy. It's just that before
look
and
at
after
that.
is pretty awesome. So I mean, so you see the quality of comics they work on. These are like almost priceless.
And what that got a 3.0? Nice.
Yeah, which
It would have been like a 1.5.
which if you're talking value, that's a big chasm.
Oh my God, yes.
That's a big chasm for sure.
I'm between a 1.3 and a 3.0. Yes,
Yeah.
very much so.
Right.
So
The so, are you gonna go get these graded?
I might, or I might just leave them like that because I think they're gorgeous.
Are you planning on selling?
No, they're
No,
not. They're not
okay,
for sale.
they're
They're
part of
my
the
own personal collection.
package.
Yep.
All right. Are there thoughts of maybe sending some store comics over to him? And
Oh yeah.
then-
Oh, absolutely.
And if you get a little more out of them. Plus, the consumer
Oh, they'll.
gets a better quality of product as
I've
well.
been recommending to anybody who buys like a wall book or has a nice collection that they want to get cleaned up. I've been sending them to Darren for about the past 6 months.
Scott Hoverman. Now, because we're all friends, but if even if you're my friend and you do a crappy job on something, I'm going to tell you.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
But good thing they don't. I can say from experience that Pressing Matters does a great job. They did a beautiful job with Aquaman 35.
That's nice, Scott.
pretty
Testimonials, so beautiful.
So basically, they have our endorsement. But now I've seen them with my own eyes.
Yeah, these are gorgeous.
Yeah, and I got a couple books over to them too.
So Darren, hats off. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we've seen him like literally at a table. Like,
Yeah.
hand.
Well, he's got the Sigourney Weaver eyes from Ghostbusters too.
Oh, the thing.
Yeah.
The visor thingy.
Yeah, he's got that visor thing going down.
Yeah. So thank you very much. So we talked about this last week, but we're all going to a comic convention.
Yes.
In you have 5 months to prepare, everybody.
Yeah, you do.
Mere months, but this is Cape Comic Con in Cape Girardeau, Missouri. I've signed my papers. I don't know if you signed.
Oh, I
yours,
did. Mine
but
are signed and sent.
Even before it became official, they had announced us as guests. So I don't know if you saw our fellow co-guests too, but
Oh my
Tony Dow and
God.
Jerry Mathers from Leave It to Beaver. Are you a fan?
I'm a huge fan.
I figured you were. So am I. This is
Oh
one,
my God.
This is one that came on like the 50s that we can agree with.
Oh my God. We actually have to go out partying with these guys. How awesome is that going to be? Let's
You think
go out
they
to
party?
Let's go out to dinner.
They look like potheads, right?
Is Missouri a legal state?
I
You're going to find that out.
don't know, but I mean, maybe it's like our state. Maybe it's not illegal.
Okay.
I was down there. It seemed pretty lawless to me.
Okay.
You know, in a good way.
Well, of course.
How like how happy would you be if you're smoking a blunt with with Wally? Like that.
Don't bogart that beef.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. They kind of look like hippies, right? A little bit.
I love this. This is fantastic. This makes me so happy.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
Yeah, I
folks.
don't know if any of you other old timers out there remember Leave It to Beaver.
Oh,
but it was something
jeez.
I think like me. It was the one show me and my parents agreed was like
Wholesome.
we
It was
agreed on
wholesome and so many jokes at the poor beaver's expense. Barbara Billingsley famously played the jive-talking woman passenger in
Oh,
Airplane.
yeah.
So
America's Mom.
America's Mom.
Before
she was,
Carol Brady.
Yes, very much so. So this is awesome. Thank you so much for telling me that. That is
Are you
gonna be
now?
great.
You really want to go?
Now I'm like excited.
Mike was gonna back out, but now
Yeah,
that,
I mean,
now
yeah,
that
I'm
the Wally and the Beaver come.
thinking my exit strategy five months ahead. I'm like, crap. But this is gonna be awesome.
It would be kind of funny if, guys, I don't know if he's still with us, but the dude who played Eddie Haskell,
No, he's gone.
he's not
No.
with us because we kind of have our own Eddie Haskell with us, right? Like I'm definitely Beaver, I guess, right? You
would be
Wally, and then
I guess so. There, Beaver.
Yeah, and so that would make Brian Johnson definitely Eddie Haskell.
Yeah.
Like Eddie
Don't
Haskell
you
before
be
Eddie,
a lung? No, he'd be Whitey.
Whitey.
Yeah.
Who really?
Or Lumpy.
Lumpy.
Lumpy or Whitey.
Oh, he would. Yeah, Lumpy was the bully, right? But then he became their friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's Lumpy.
He would be a Lumpy and
No, Eddie Haskell was
Eddie
like,
Haskell.
gee, you look lovely today, Mrs. Cleaver.
Yeah. Hi. Oh,
Brian never
man,
ingratiates
that dinner
himself.
smells good. Yeah, you're right. Well, yeah, I guess not.
Unless somebody's holding.
Yeah. That Mike can be Eddie Haskell. You got a little Eddie Haskell.
I do have a little Eddie Haskell. Parents always loved me.
Yeah. I don't know if you realize this. The dude who was picking up us from the airport and driving us 2 hours to Cape Girardeau
Yes.
was in the store this weekend.
Yes, he was. And I
Yes.
gave him a deal.
You gave him a deal?
Yeah.
Okay. It's like, please don't crash the car.
Yeah, I'm like,
while
yeah,
we're
don't.
out. Okay. Seemed like a cool guy. I met
Yeah.
him in Missouri 2 weeks ago. Then he was here. I was like, what the hell are you doing here? He's like, I flew up.
Yeah.
He flew up. So,
Okay. That's awesome.
all right. Well, I hope you got along because you're going to be seeing him a lot more
Yeah,
in
for
5 months.
or at least 4 hours.
Yeah. So we just want to give Kate Comet a big shout out. All three of us are coming. I threw it up online.
All 5 of us, including Tony. Actually, if he's on Twitter, I want to start following Tony Dow
Sure.
and Jerry Mathers.
I'm sure they both are.
And Jerry Mathers as the Beaver.
I could have sworn.
Do we not say who else is coming? Come on, we gotta.
Oh, Catherine Sutherland? Yeah.
Catherine Sutherland. I mean, it's just rude not to. Right?
No, I'm looking it up because I think didn't Jerry Mathers get?
Didn't he get pinched?
I thought maybe Ken Osmond as well. Eddie Haskell's real name. I thought they might have caught him with weed at some point, but
No, that was Gilligan. You're thinking
I'm thinking
Gilligan.
Gilligan?
Yeah, you're
Okay.
thinking of Bob Denver.
all right. Is he still with us?
Bob Denver is dead.
Dang, man! All of our All right, Jerry Mathers did not get caught with.
No, he
with
didn't get
marijuana.
pinched for.
He's a very wholesome
Wow.
boy. Like he lived up.
Of course.
Nothing ever bad happened to him, right?
No, bad stuff happened to him. He was kidnapped, and
Wait, what? Is that true?
kidding. Yeah, he got.
You can't tell me that. 'Cause I'm gonna go up to him.
Him-
Man, it's.
I'm going to tell
that,
you the entire the Dudley storyline from Different Strokes in relation to the Beaver, and you're going to be like, dude, I'm so sorry that you got taken by Gordon Jump, and That's fucked up, man.
Right.
That's
Tony
fucked up.
Dow is now a sculptor. So
Oh, cool.
I'm just trying to see if these guys ever got caught with weed, but. No, I mean, well, you said they
That
look
is
like
awesome.
they party, so.
I meant partying, like going out and having a couple of drinks, not like, hey,
Right,
dude,
right.
you
Hey,
party.
Are you cool, man?
Are you holding?
Are you cool?
Oh, man.
I wouldn't doubt it. It'd be cool for that. Yeah, let's smoke weed with them.
All right.
Can you imagine?
That would be a
Can you
story
imagine?
to tell.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, with that in mind, that's
I've got to open the store, man.
you got to open the store. Happy Cinco de Mayo, and like that Marvel trailer said, man, we got a very bright and awesome future ahead of us.
That's
for
very
sure.
true.
Yeah. So, well, thank you for watching, everybody.
Yeah, thanks, folks.
Come see us at the Cape. I posted online. It got a huge response. So
Cool.
hopefully all those people who liked it actually come out and see us. But
I'm gonna post. I'll post a couple things and
I
I
would hope so. I was like,
well,
hey,
I mean,
man, you
now
come? I was like, I'm coming.
I usually post like a
Closer
month.
to
A
the
month,
event.
yeah.
Start the
ahead.
hype train now, man.
Yeah, all right. We're gonna start the hype train.
Yeah.
Missouri,
Should be fun.
Missouri. We're coming to you.
Yeah. Bring your family. Bring your friends.
Missouri's the show me state, right?
It is. Yes.
So Tony Dow and Jerry Mather, show us your pod.
Show me the cream. Yeah. Show the cream.
Ming
All
wants
right.
to see your marijuana.
Yeah, for sure. So, yeah. So if you see us smoking with, leave it to the classroom, leave it to Beaver at Cape Girardeau. Like, how awesome would that be?
Oh my God! Can you imagine Brian? He's like, listen.
Strong.
Here's what's gonna
Eddie
happen.
Haskell's a dick, right? It's like, yeah, man, he was a dick.
That guy was such a smoker, man.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, thank you, everybody.
Gee, Tony, I don't think I should be smoking this pot right now.
Yeah. Anything else you want to plug?
No, not
Anything?
really.
All right. Shop at Chance on Bob's Secret Stash.
There we go.
65 Broad Street, right back, New Jersey.
Thank you to Kevin and Jordan for our sponsorship of I Sell Comics.
Yeah, totally.
Here at Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash.
Yeah.
They are the official sponsors of I Sell Comics.
Yeah, man. All right, and
there you go.
What manner of creature stands behind this counter? Man or machine is the big mystery. With every transaction comes a sweet satisfaction as I cement my place in history. It's just another sale to this comic selling alpha male. I could sell comics to a blind once you get through and through, and you'll buy every single thing I tell you to, 'cause I sell comics, babe. Come on, buy more, just keep getting I sell.
This has been a Smodco Internet production. SIP. Only at smodcast.com.